I am now creating weekly exclusive content for Patreon, so if you are interested in that, go check out the link down below. And of course, if you want to avoid the random lottery of FIFA points, you want to go straight to the source, buy the players directly, use u7buy.com and use the code TVM at checkout. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to the Road to Glory. Got a few packs to open today, maybe a question to ask you regarding this pack on screen, the mid-icon upgrade. I know it's not worth doing for like financial reasons, like it's going to cost, I say it's going to cost, it probably won't cost me much more than say 30, 40k max, because I can complete the 88 without having to buy anyone. I've got Gattuso in there, sure, but I'm about to claim, or have the potential at least to claim, a Moments Gattuso. So the Prime Gattuso really has no use to me. I also have Shearer, Vieri, and Guardiola, maybe one or two other icons as well that I genuinely don't care about, never use, never going to use, so I could potentially use them in the other segment. We packed Kane the other day. I've just completed the Libertadores League to get a few packs, but also to get Cardozo. I just don't, 10 games. I've got 10 games on Ziyech. I just don't use him. And it's the same for a lot of these cards, actually, in the club. So, these are loans. Let's go past the loans. Rooney. I don't use Rooney. Modric never gets a look in anymore because there's no point. I like having these two, but in the grand scheme of things, I've played 115 games, but if you consider the fact that I've had him since early or mid-October, rather, 115 games since mid-October on an account with over 1,000 games on it isn't really an awful lot. Ramos has got 136. He played a little bit more, but again, I've had him for a long time, so those cards could potentially go. We move on to Kimmich. I'm going to keep him. Benzema, I'm unlikely to play enough FUT Champs now, between now and the end of the game, to get another pick, right? So to get enough cards to go into a pick, I'm going to need to play a bare minimum of, 5? To have, and then I'll use Benzema, but then to have, I need to play 5 weekend leagues, finishing at least goal 3, and packing nothing good from those reds. But because we have Team of the Season in red picks, I'm going to be getting relatively high-rated reds, so I wouldn't want to give them up in the upgrade anyway to only get like an 86 Donnarumma or something, you know? So I probably won't ever do the weekend league upgrade again. So we have a 90 Benzema. We have a Gulakshi. I think I might have 2 of him. Do I have 2 of him? Either way, though, I'm going to save that card for the guaranteed Premier League, because that's going to be a high-rated SBC. If I can use a high-rated team of the season, it will knock off some of the rating. But we move down. Florian Thauvin, probably never going to use him again. Who else do we have here? I don't mind Munyain. Thuram, I'm never going to use. He was a free unlockable, so, you know, that's where that comes from. Opara, kind of going away from that now as well, because I have very good centre-backs that I'm very comfortable with. Kubo gets a look in every now and again. Basically, whole thought process behind this is that, and same with Perisic as well, and Bentancur, and Alassane Plat, to be honest. I don't really care about the dynamic cards. I'm kind of happy to clear out the club a little bit. And my thought process behind this is we've had icon swaps. We're at the end of it. They've said at the very beginning of the game there's only going to be 3 icon swap sessions, right? This is the 3rd. We're in the final section of it now, and I've already claimed the Prime Icon pack as well as Jari Litmanen. So there are only enough tokens left for me to get Trezeguet or Gattuso, okay? And if we go and have a look at the objective, objectives, I should say, we can sort of look to see. So I wouldn't be giving up any of my Serie A cards, and my League 1 cards generally get used anyway, so I need to complete those 2. I've started Serie A, but nothing too concrete yet, because I've been on my other account a lot reviewing. That's why I'm quite far behind, actually, on this account. I'm probably not going to claim that, because I won't need it. I say that, I do actually want to play a weekend league. I don't have enough points to qualify just yet, because I didn't really do an awful lot last weekend. I would have loved to have played for the Premier League, but I didn't, and apparently it was the worst weekend ever. So, although every weekend is the worst weekend ever, but anyway, I wouldn't mind playing for League One, that's for sure, because there's going to be a lot of cards I can use in League One. So I wouldn't mind maybe saving it for League One, possibly Serie A, but mainly League One. World Beaters, I will complete those 3, but basically I can give up any La Liga, Bundesliga and Premier League high-rated SBC objective cards that I'm not using. So because we've done Bundesliga, Thuram, for example, a player that I would maybe have used in this, can now go. Because it's unlikely we're going to get a requirement for a Bundesliga team or a first owner team or anything like that in the future, because they've only ever been available through, or required rather, through icon swaps, which we now obviously are past. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. But there we go. Job done. And then, of course, with regards to sort of squad battles, I really do need to have a session. The problem I've got right now, and we might as well go open some packs, because some of the packs are trash, some of the packs are quite nice. The problem that I have at the moment is time. And that sounds really stupid because everyone's on lockdown and there's nothing but time going round, right? And I get that, but I'm producing 4 videos a day. And 3 of those generally tend to be player reviews. So, with that, I'm playing an awful lot of games. And I just don't... And a lot of it is actually on my other account because I have more coins on that account. I have more freedom to be able to buy whatever it is to review, and I keep packing things worth reviewing. So yeah, it's becoming increasingly difficult to spend time on the Road to Glory account because I'm spending an awful lot of time on the main account doing reviews. And squad battles is something that is quite literally only I can only do it for Road to Glory purposes or one-off video purposes. This is going to be annoying. I've got an awful lot of duplicates. I think what I probably should do is go through the club and get rid of all of the non-rares that I just don't care. Like, I don't care about any of these non-rares necessarily, but what I should do is go through the club, find out what I have, and then do like 82 pluses or something. There is absolutely no way that guy is 10k. I'll just list him up for 6k and hope for the best. I'll discard him because he won't sell. I should just gut the club, basically, shouldn't I? I should do loads of upgrades for bronze. Like, because League SBC... I'm kind of over it. I'll do like Libertadores, Sudamericana, and maybe the odd big team, if there are any. Is that a board? It is, and it's a walkout as well. Would you Adam and Eve it? Germany. Left wing, Sane? Hey! I don't think he's worth anything anymore, but 86 Sane out of a pretty damn bad pack. What is that, a mixed players pack? That, my friends, gives me some indication we could be on to a winner. It's tradable as well. Are you worth anything? You are, you know. You are. I'm going to sell this guy because... Well, do I sell him? Let's keep him. No, let's sell him. Don't know what I'm doing. Might as well sell him because I think he's probably worth a little bit more than your average 86 rated card, maybe. Maybe I'm lying, I don't know. But Moa Leader in there as well. So, I mean... Like, League SBC at the moment for me is... I'm kind of burnt out with it because I did it so much last year. And my thought process when I went into this Road to Glory was, let's get into it straight away. So as soon as the game was released, I just started preparing for League SBCs. And I'm fed up of it a little bit now. Like, it's good. It's not as good as it was last year. Obviously, if it was, I'd be really rinsing it. But it's good, and I do recommend it. I do think it's a very good, viable way of getting a lot of cards and packing a lot of good things. I've seen someone I'm in a group chat with who does it, and he barely plays any games. He literally just does League SBC method. He's packed so many Team of the Seasons over the last few days just from doing it, and that's obviously one of the most fun parts about the game is opening packs and packing good things. So I get it, but I've burnt myself out with it so much that I actually prefer playing the game than I do the menus this year, which is a mad contrast because last year I would do anything to avoid playing the game, and this year I would rather play the game than do the League SBC. So I'm happy to do Sudamericana Libertadores because they give you okay packs. You get some really nice high-rated cards back, and they're not too expensive to complete, and you pack the cards quite often. So that's fine. I'll do those repeatedly. I'll rinse those through, so we've always got some packs to open. But I think what I'm going to do is splurge a little bit on things like upgrades. And, you know, the Premier League for RIP, like these packs here. I did 3 of those for what I had in the club. Decided, do you know what, sod it, I'll knock Premier League on the head. and I'll just build as many as I can. Unfortunately, I can only build 3. But that does give me an idea, and I actually started doing this yesterday. I'm going to buy an awful lot of rare cards from Bundesliga, Serie A, League 1. This is a board. It's not a walkout, but we've got to build back up to that. You know, you kind of walkouts every pack. It's going to be Sarabia, which is not great, but hey, it's a board, and it does give me hope that we can get something decent out of those Premier League. A Padabon left mid that sells for 6k. I will take it, Chief. Thank you. 5,900 coins in my piggy bank. I'll keep him because you never know when you need an 83. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do is go and buy loads of 700, 800 coin rares from the top 5 leagues, so that I've got them ready for. Oh no, another board, madness. I've got them ready for the upgrades for those league specifics. Centre back. Arsenal, not bad, 84. I think he's worth a little bit more than your average 84 as well, because he's got good Premier League links. Get Ramsey in there as well. Is Gravenberch, a player that probably should have had some sort of Future Stars card. Is he worth anything? I looked at it and I was like, oh, he is. And I didn't really look to see how much he is worth. 1.7, not bad. Put that in the club. So, yeah, I think plan going forward, do a lot of upgrades, play as many games as I can to do reviews as well as just playing for the sake of it, and I want to try and qualify for a weekend league at some point as well, because I do like the red picks and such, and then we'll go from there. And I'm going to try and think of a way to incorporate, well, it depends what the game's like, I suppose. I was going to say I'm going to try and think of a way of incorporating a nice even mix of things next year for FIFA, like for the potential road to glory, because I don't want what's happened this year to happen next year, and I sort of not burn myself out, but I either get a little bit bored or I get stuck, and then we end up having to call it a day. So I kind of want a nice mix of the two. But I enjoy doing these episodes where I've got packs to open and upgrades to do and guaranteed team of the seasons or icon packs, so I kind of want to generate a lot more of that stuff, not worry too much about the account in terms of what players we have, really, so long as we're playing with some nice cards. So like doing an icon pack, we're going to get an icon. Doesn't matter if it's one of the worst icons in the game, we've still got an icon. They're all usable to a degree, and I'm not really going to go out and buy them myself, so packing them means I can use them. Okay, like for instance, Vieri. I would never have used that card in a million years, but I packed him, so I tried him, and it turns out he's actually not that bad. I wouldn't hand pick him, and I wouldn't put him in the team and use him over time, but for someone like just to pack him and then to try him out, he's a very good player. He's a good goal scorer. He's actually usable, which I didn't think he would be. Even by looking at him on paper, I was like, nah, this card's going to be trash. This is what I hate about this. I mean, that's going to be a Libertadores or Sudamericana card, and that negates anything that comes behind it. No, we didn't have a board from it anyway, but it's just so irritating that those two are the cards that pop up. What have we got down there? Sampdoria player we can sell for about... Well, we can't because it's untradeable. As you were, never mind. We get Devlin, who is also untradeable. And we're on to the upgrades. Now, these are the most exciting ones. I did 7 on my main account yesterday. On my 3rd, I got Aubameyang. Video of that is out. That was 6 o'clock content yesterday. On my 6th, which is obviously 2 3s, that's fast math for you, I got Kovacic. So I'm going to do 2 more on there before they expire on Friday, and hopefully on my 3rd one, I get Aguero. So hopefully in this one, on the 3rd one, we get a team of the season. And I'm not going to ruin the review, although I kind of am. Aubameyang is by far the best player I've used this FIFA. He is absolutely incredible, which makes me sad because I have not used a card that makes me want to play the game as much as that card. Like, I want to go back on that account and I want to review Aubameyang again because he was that good. And I've got him forever on that account. But obviously the Road to Glory is where I want to play most of my games. So I need to pack a good card. Now, it would be a little bit like, oh, I can't review him because I've already got him, but if I could pack Aubameyang again, that would be blissful, EA. All I'm looking for here is just a little bit of excitement. A board. Nope, we're not going to get a board in the first one. Well, okay, like I said, it's every 3, right? You get good luck every 3. So the next one should be pretty trash, and then the one after that is the big boy. I am, of course, talking absolute nonsense. I'm not going to get anything in any of them. But, well, we get a board here, so we're building. It's not a walkout, not a team of the season, but like I said, we've got to build up to it. It's going to be a Brazilian CDM from Liverpool, 85 rated. It's a duplicate, but I think the other one is tradable. In fact, I know it is. So we can swap him around, and we can pop him on the transfer list. So I'm all right with that. That's not bad at all. He's worth about 15, 16k. And this one is the one that contains the team of the season. That's the way it works, right? Right? It's a board. It's a walkout. Well, okay, I got it half right. Okay, so Brazil CDM is going to be... was he, like... He was in most consistent, right? I honestly, I don't know why. I could have swore he was still team of the season. Because he's most consistent. And I thought, well, most consistent, they just bring them back out again if they are in that league. I could have swore that was the way that it worked. Is that not the way that it works? Do you know what? I'm already going to do it. I am going to do it. I'm going to leave those. I'll do another Premier League pack. I'm going to do an icon pack today. So I'm going to open this first. If this is a team of the season, I'll save the icon pack for tomorrow. If this is not a team of the season, we're going to roll the dice with the mid-icon pack. Let's hope it's Dean Henderson. Well, it's not. Let's hope it's Aubameyang. But or De Bruyne. I kind of want Aubameyang more than De Bruyne. But let's just hope this is a team of the season so we can save that for tomorrow. But let's be honest, it's not even going to be a board, is it? Oh, look. You couldn't write it, could you? Should I not do that icon pack? No, I'm going to do it. I am going to do it. Let's store all that in the club. That'll do for another one that we'll probably end up doing at some point. Let's get this done. Let's submit that away. We are now committed. Oh, no, we're not. No, we're not. We are now committed. Nope. Okay, well, apparently, for whatever reason, we can't submit that team. So I've tried quite a few times. It won't let me submit it. I don't know why. I've tried swapping players around, different players, and it just doesn't let me do it. So unfortunately, we're not opening a mid-icon upgrade today. I've kind of half talked myself out of wanting to do it anyway, to be fair. I'm gonna give you guys a chance to give me your thoughts in the comments. Do you think I should just go for it, or am I being a little bit stupid? Basically, the reasons I wanted to do it. A, I love opening icon packs. It's fun, right? B, if we get Brazil, a good French, a good Dutch, something like that, it's going to give me a desire to play the game. It'll upgrade the team slightly. When we do go back into Weekend League, I want a reason to keep playing. And like, for instance, on my main account right now, if I had Aubameyang on this account, I would have played some games today and I would be trying to qualify for Weekend League frantically. But because I don't have that type of card that makes me go, wow, I love this game now. Because Aubameyang was like that, right? I was playing awful FIFA. I was against people who were better than me, but I was beating them because he was carrying me. I don't have a player like that in my club. I've got good cards, but I don't have players like that. The top tier class 1 players. I don't think any of those cards. So that I think would be one of the reasons for doing this. I know it's a mid-icon, but if you do pack someone like Ronaldinho, they're just fun. Pele is endgame regardless of which version. Ronaldo is endgame regardless of which version. So that was the thought process behind it. And of course, views. It brings people to the video. If you put in my icon pack in the title, it gets double, triple the views it normally would. So that was the reason behind it. But I mean, you know, I could get Ndidi for less than what that icon pack costs. I can do a bunch of these Premier League upgrades and potentially, you know, spend 150,000 coins and potentially get the likes of Aubameyang, Aguero and so on. Then we have those Class 1 players. I'm tempted to do it. I'm tempted to just keep what I have in terms of players ready for SBCs, drop a bomb on these 4 gold rare PL upgrades, and hopefully get a team of the season card. Because apart from Soyuncu, Henderson, and maybe one other, and I'm talking about goalkeeper Henderson, maybe one other, all the rest of them are exciting end game cards. Adama, right? He's terrible in front of goal, but he's so good as an impact. Bring him off the bench and he's fun. Son is going to be insane. Aubameyang is my favourite card ever. I would imagine Aguero is going to be up there. Van Dijk would be a rock at the back. There's so many players in that team of the season that if I pack them, we're laughing. We are going to get a guaranteed Premier League pack at some point. But yeah, am I really going to rely on just that? I reckon I should go for these a little bit. What do you reckon? Let me know. Icon pack or indulge in the Premier League upgrades and wait for an SBC that I actually want to complete. And Diddy is kind of half enticing, but because I have Kante in that position, I'm not really that bothered about him. So maybe I'll wait and see what EA do today and tomorrow. But let me know what you think in the comments. If you have enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.